Hello there. Welcome back to the lands of Aecathan. No professionals, no fancy tech, just a group of women playing an all-original game of Dungeons & Dragons. I'm Jeff, your Game Master, and here's what happened last time. The morning after the fight with the Ifrit, the group gathered for breakfast. Sten telling Aribell and Zorith about the visitation she received overnight from Oaris, her goddess, and the 100 experiences of magic battle she was shown. After the group convened in the kitchen, Zorith decided to peer out of the mansion to take stock of their surroundings, and saw a tent set up some distance away on the plateau with camels and dogs resting on the rocky sands. Gwen went out to scout and discovered that it was a female traveler and her 2 male guards, who apparently didn't like her at all, within the tent. Upon investigating the camels, Gwen injured herself by stroking the flank of one of the beasts, around the same time that the woman and her guards came out of the tent. The woman spoke in Infernal, and it was determined that she was there after Zorith's tattooed arm. Battle ensued, as you might expect, as the woman, her guards, the camels, and the dogs all revealed themselves to be different types of devils. After defeating a few, including the leader, Aribell was able to turn most of the remaining creatures, and while they were fleeing from her holy power, the group teleported back to the forehome in Thunder's Edge. And that is where we pick up for this episode. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. So, what she said in Infernal was, bring me her arm. Basically, I don't care if she dies, I just need her arm. And you can kill everybody. So, that's a thing. Also, Gwen, to catch you up, Sten had a visitation last night from her deity, and she has in her brain hundreds of battles worth of information now that she did not before.
Oh, are you okay?
I think so. The world looks different now. I look at a situation and immediately am considering which of the strategies I now know would be most appropriate if an attack happened in this situation. That's not how I usually think, but it seems to be how I think now.
You sound different.
Do I?
Mm-hmm.
More calm.
More confident.
Well, I didn't just see those battles, I experienced them. I was, I guess, riding along with the mind of the person whose eyes I was seeing the battles through.
So, good questions to ask ourselves. Was it Assman the Vile who Azumand the Vile who told them? Or how do you think they got to be on this particular right after we were there?
That's a really good question, because I don't believe that that's a coincidence.
I'm starting to think that
I'm a liability?
No. I'm starting to think that there's like a beacon that's on your arm.
So I have a question, DM.
Yes.
I am still wearing the Negator necklace.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's what I was just thinking. I thought I gave them all back. So you have yours.
I have mine.
Okay.
So theoretically, if someone was to scry on any one of the 4 of us, they would get to know where we were.
Correct. But they wouldn't be able to see you in the scrying.
Right.
Nor would they be able to target you for the scrying.
Correct. Additionally, though, would they be able to find that particular place in the world if they didn't know where they were going? I mean, like, we're just hanging out here in the middle of the desert.
Conceivably. Because you remember in the teleport spell, viewed once is a category. It's not the most assured teleportation, but it's possible.
I wonder how far the tattoo goes. I wonder if it's not really a tattoo. I mean, like, can we cut my arm off and destroy it?
Well, that's not really something I want to do.
Is there anything more we can do to investigate the history of this tattoo or to learn more about it?
There's so many other fucking things to do.
The problem is that it's magically warded. So casting magic directly on it has a very unpleasant effect on the caster.
We know, which happens
Right.
to Tasha, right?
Yeah.
But more the history of it. Like maybe there's someone who knows about such things. Not casting anything
Perhaps.
on it. Have you ever asked
Oberys
your
and-
mentor about
I
it?
did ask Obrus, didn't I?
Yes,
Just
and he
recently
referred you to the other master who knows about
Right.
things abyssal and infernal. And you were
Oh, did
examined
we
by
have
him.
Yeah? Did he say he would do more research on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Aribell shudders. Sorry, I just had a very horrible thought of how to deal with it based on what you just said. Sorry.
Remove the skin?
Well, I mean, she said to take her arm off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
I mean, well, it's not a good idea, but.
Oh, kill me! Take off my arm, bring me back!
And your arm would regrow
You could
with
also
resurrection.
Potentially not with the thing on it.
And then we could put the arm in the hole, but
Wow.
I didn't say it was a nice idea. That's why I
Shuddered.
shuddered, but it is a feasible idea if things get bad.
Well, this was pretty bad.
It
I mean,
was.
we may not always be able to respond in a way that would keep her safe.
So, Stan, are you going to head back to the keep?
Sten,
What? Yes?
can you please don't tell Athgar I just didn't really suggest killing Zori, but brought it up as a possibility.
That I can keep to myself.
Thank
I
you.
don't necessarily know if you should tell anybody about this right now. The less people that know, the better. I mean, I
And
guess we
it
can
could
tell
put you in danger.
Athgar. Yeah.
If Athgar asks, I will have to tell him what happened.
The fight didn't have anything to do with Thunder's Edge, though.
Doesn't matter. She still has to tell him.
It would damage their trust for her to keep this from him.
Whatevs.
And he cares about the four of you. He would want to know.
That too.
Perhaps there are resources that he could marshal to help you determine exactly what is happening.
So, it's possible that this tattoo was put on you by an infernal. It's possible that there's something powerful about it. Obviously, it's something that the infernals want. It's possible that it was put on your arm for safekeeping, which is really weird.
Zori, what are you thinking about this?
I'm trying to think in my head of all of the things that would be. I'm thinking of the things that are permanently warded, because when she tried to get through, when Tasha tried to look at it, she attacked one of the wards, and then that gentleman, whose name I can't remember now, looked at it. He said there were more wards on there, and I'm just trying to think if like anything I know has eternal wards. History check that I may make that, or Arcana.
Go ahead and roll Arcana.
Or else I'm gonna call Obrus. When an 18 and a +2 love each other, yeah, I got a dirty 20.
You know that there are artifacts that have or convey permanent warding effects. So it's possible. But it takes the highest level of magic to do that sort of thing.
Okay.
If evil things want it, then it must be, I don't know, either maybe it's the key to unlocking something worse, or I mean, why else would demons come after it?
Well, my thought is if we take off the arm, or if we do any of those things, what kind of thing would be used to destroy it? And there are limited things that could destroy it.
Probably more about containing it.
Right? However, now I'm trying to think if I know any hobbies.
What do you mean?
Well, without my arm, would I still have magic?
You'd have your arm after we brought you back. Resurrection regrows missing. It will generate the missing body part.
Right. No, I heard you. But is the thing that gives me my magic powers?
Well, now your magic stems from Mother Tassa, right? It moved from whatever it was before to draconic in nature. You don't have wild magic anymore.
Yeah, I don't think that your tattoo is what gives you magic. I don't think that's true.
That.
Aribell, can you make a religion roll for me?
I would be happy to. Too bad. I'm gonna use some guidance. Because I am thinking about different things, so I guess logical she would be asking for help.
Theoretically, if we did skin my arm, is that something that we could grow back?
Let's see. 24 plus 4. 28, actually. It's a good roll.
As you're thinking about it, there is an alternative that doesn't require killing her.
Okay.
That's simply severing her arm and then having someone cast Regenerate.
But I don't have that, so I don't know. Regenerate.
But I'm pretty sure we could find someone who does.
But how do we trust that person?
It is
Well,
what kind of spell is it? It is a cleric spell. Father Delbus can probably cast it. It's a
we can
7th
trust
level
Father
spell.
Delbus.
Right. So now, question: Regenerate. Would that bring it back with my tattoo? Oh, but wouldn't that be funny if we had two in the world? Oh, shitty.
Well, it says if you have the part and you hold it, it will cause it to
Reattach.
reattached. The target's severed body members, fingers, legs, tails, and so on, if any, are restored after 2 minutes. So we don't want to reattach that one. We just want a new one. I would not think it would go back with it because it was an artificial thing, right?
It would depend on if she was born with it.
Maybe it's
Do you know that, Zori? From growing up, do you know if it happened to you? Like, it just...
Do I? I don't remember.
You can ask somebody.
Who would she ask?
Airman.
Just do ascending. You may remember, or I don't know which one of you is older.
He's
He
my
is.
older brother. Before I do that, is that something that Jeff knows the answer to? Or do I need to look up my backstory? Or would I remember?
Well, you probably want to look up your backstory. I know what I think,
I know what I think too.
which is...
I thought when you told us about it that it wasn't
What'd you say?
when you were born.
That is correct. That is what I remember. And then, like, I was like, I was in a cradle or something, whatever, and then the thing came and somebody, no idea, remember who it was, scared it away, or it got scared away or something like that. It left for whatever reason. That's what I remember.
That's what I remember. I just don't know if it's a Pam remember or a Aribell remember
Right.
from when you first told us. Because you
Right.
told, I think, Aribell about it like way, way long ago.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't remember. But I don't think you would have told me outside of game. So
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember anything.
that was like 4 years ago,
Story
3 years ago.
wise.
4 years ago. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. That's what am I supposed to say? That's so strange. Normally I have such a good memory. So my therapist wants me to say every time I'm like, I don't have a good memory. She's like, no, you just say, I'm surprised I don't remember. I have such a good memory. And I'm like, that kind of fake it till you make it is not how this works, but okay.
Make a history check and see if you remember.
I'll make a history check and see if I remember. Not with that.
I'm
My
guessing
history is like a...
you don't remember.
I'm looking at right now.
Aribell remember.
I got a 6. Shh, Dyson. And I don't even remember where my...
27.
Pam, do you remember?
Sure, Aribell remembers. Sorry, told her.
With a 27, Aribell does not remember.
Dude.
At this point in time, that would be considered highly obscure knowledge.
All right, so does Tasha remember?
No, you
Oh no,
still
it's
wouldn't
more than
either.
30 days.
Dude.
Well, and it was before, well, she told
Before
us
you.
all about it recently, but she had told, like, it came up before Tasha joined. Before we were the 4.
Yeah.
Dude.
I
Long time.
don't...
Can you ask your brother?
I can, but my question was, if I ask him, will he remember?
Well, there's only one
there
way
will
to
be a
find
roll.
out.
I do have his character sheet. I will pull that.
Say, what's his history bonus?
I'm pulling it up. 1 second. Karen.
I hate having a bad memory like this. It really bothers me. I'm trying to see if I...
I was actually looking because I thought he did a version of Airman that was at a higher level. I do. I have. It is only a 5.
Okay.
Fuck, I don't know if I
Just his straight end.
I don't know if I can find our pre... Because this is the thing where we went with Graph, and so that would have been with Aribell. What about the Joggle Vine? With the Sprite? Fuck, I don't even have it.
Oh, and he, well, depending on what level is Aramin at this point.
Whatever
Probably
we
close
are.
to your level.
Okay, he wouldn't be higher.
No.
And he should. He's been doing things all on his own.
He has luck at 20th, but he's not that high.
Sure. I will.
But it would probably be less obscure to him than Aribell.
Well, right. No, I know. But I'm just trying to think. Okay.
Well, if we all know the answer, it's just somebody has to remember it.
No, I know. I just... I don't know what's the term. 0-hour campaign. Please hold. It's a fight, I wrote.
You wrote it's a fight?
I did. We're jumped by pirates, 10 with swords drawn. It's a fight! Exclamation point. Barnaby is pretty hurt.
Oh, look. I just found Zorith's backstory.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay. So, I am going to... Why didn't I remember it without having to contact him?
Well, it all happens in your head, so you don't have to tell us. I mean, you don't have to. Right, we can't hear your sending, so.
It doesn't say.
It doesn't?
Nope.
Wow, that's helpful.
I really remember that
wait. Okay.
I'm going to overscreen or sending.
All right.
A long time no talk to. I hope you're doing okay.
Hey, how's it going? I'm actually in some downtime right now. So, good timing. What's going on?
So, in 2 minutes or less than 2 minutes, could you tell me about my tattoo?
It's weird.
Was I born with it?
No.
Okay, what happened?
No, well, what I remember Mom and Dad saying was you got taken, like when you were about 9. And they managed to get you back, but by the time they got you back, you had the thing on your arm.
Oh.
Why? You thinking about, like, having it taken off?
No. It's just come up in some, hey, what have you been doing?
Running around the outer planes.
Planes?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and let me tell you, Valhalla, nice.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
We all miss you very desperately.
Well, I miss you guys too, when I have time to think about it.
Right.
The rest of the time, I'm usually lying or running.
You're good at both, so.
Yep.
All right.
And every so
well.
often, this little gnome guy shows up and gives me something else to do.
Right. Yeah. If you want to know more about him, you can ask us where. I can tell you right now. How much time do I have? How much time do I have?
I don't know, about a minute left.
He's a god.
Well, yeah, I know that.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's Costas. I
Okay,
guess
just
you
wanted to
guys
know.
call him Sakuthos.
What we do. He
Weird.
taught going to swim. It's our favorite
Wild.
story. Yeah, well, there was a long time when we didn't know he was actually.
I didn't know he could swim. Huh.
Good point. All right, well, you do your fancy things. And nothing else about the tattoo? Like, you know, did they try to, like, take it off, excise a little bit, see if there was anything underneath of it?
I don't know.
Okay, just curious.
I just remember Mom saying that you got taken, and that explains why I remember them being so upset, and they went and got help and managed to track you down and get you back, but you had the whole arm sleeve then.
Crazy. Oh, by the way, I am... Oh, man. We're going to have a night where we catch up. I'm part dragon now. It's kind of cool. I got wings and everything.
Whoa. Really?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
I'm asking for a day off.
There you go. We'll chat. Love you. We all love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
Bye.
So I'm standing there just like motioning, doing all the things that you guys can't hear, but still like doing my Nikki's personal like things that she does when she talks. Okay. Talk to Airman, and he's in the outer planes.
Cool.
Doing things. The Valhalla is really cool.
I presumed that y'all talk like in your elf hours or something every once in a while.
12 hours.
That's
Nice.
funny. And he said I was kidnapped at like a young age, like 9 maybe. And then when they got me back, and they hired some people, and they got me back. And when they got me back, I had my sleeve. Super unhelpful. Good to know.
So you haven't always had it.
Nope, not born with it.
And someone kidnapped you.
You have had an exciting existence.
Why me? Oh Lord, that's not. I can't. All right, on to different things.
Maybe you're the promised one.
Promised to whom?
No, but like, you know.
Ooh, Aloric is super fancy, huh?
As long as it's not like a demon bride thing.
Asmodeus. Yeah.
Isn't that who we just killed?
No.
Aslan?
Asmodeus is the Lord of Hell.
I know who he is out of game, so
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if he was in game. Same thing.
Well,
Is he in game?
I was only talking out of game because
Out of game,
I don't
okay,
have
I
a
thought
character
so.
here, so.
Maybe
Right.
what I meant was maybe there's a prophecy about you. And
Oh no!
well,
How long? It's been a. Wondered if I should ask Tiraura. It seems like it's been a while since I tried to ask her anything. Did I ask her about your tattoo once? I don't think so. No.
We need to explore this further. We can't just say, well, moving on, because we can't take the risk that this is going to keep happening.
because it will.
So we can chop off the arm.
Wow.
Put it in the portable hole,
Wow.
so it's in an extra planar space.
That
Well-
may not keep them from coming for you since they believe you're in possession of the arm.
But if they're tracking the arm somehow.
That's what I think. I think they're tracking the arm. It's like it goes beep, beep.
Or if they're
beep.
scrying on us and they see us chop it off. But
But why now?
We could chop it off in the mansion.
yeah.
Well, yeah.
There's some way that we can numb her arm so they won't hurt.
We could knock her out.
Well,
mean-
We could cast sleep on her.
Let me check. I'm sure.
I think she's
might be-
probably much too
yeah, she
experienced
can't.
and resolved in her mind to be affected by sleep at this point.
I
thought
agree.
maybe if she were willing.
Is it a charm? I don't think she can be. I don't think elves can magically be put to sleep, can they?
I
That
am
also may be
immune
true.
to magical sleep. I'm immune to magical
So
sleep.
Okay.
I would say with my medicine knowledge and I have my healer's kit and all that I have some knowledge of how to perform. I mean, it's not a surgery that's complex.
Perhaps is your constitution such that you are unable to drink until you pass out?
No, I think I can do that. Hold on, questions. I got questions.
We seriously gonna cut her arm off?
I don't know.
I'm about to talk to Obrus and Dilbus. And Father Dilbus, Obrus, and idiot. What's his name? Starts with a Trent. No,
Andrews?
Indrus. Yes,
Mm.
Idiot.
I can never remember his name.
They're a sever arms, like sever limb type thing.
All right, I'll be right back.
As this appears like it's going to be a bit involved and I am on a timetable, I'll wish you the best of luck. I'm going to go check in with Athgar and then begin assembling my team to go back and begin building the camp.
Oh no, you can't go back today.
Why not?
We're already in Thunder's Edge.
Yes. And I did not utilize my teleportation magic to return us, so
oh no, but
I can go
they're going
back.
to be coming back. No, they'll be coming back searching for me.
Well, I'm not talking about going back immediately. It'll be several hours.
They're not going to come back.
You can scry on that location, right?
Correct.
I don't think.
Whatever you do is up to you.
Did Gwen tell us what she overheard?
I would have.
What did she
So-
overhear?
They didn't even like that lady and she's dead now. They're not coming back.
Mm.
And also, if they're coming anywhere, it's for you. Like, they're actually going to come where you are, not where you were.
Okay, ascending to
Which
Father
basically
Obrus.
means that we should be keeping watch all the time.
I used to joke about this and now.
Joke about what, sweetie? Being the
Yeah.
promised one?
No, not now.
I'm just going to call you that from now on. Mm.
Yeah, that's not going to be helpful. Yeah.
So
Okay.
Sten just kind of, nods and turns and heads out.
Bye. Thanks for your help.
No, thank you for your help.
When was the shattering?
Yeah, I think our timeline is weird because if it was 100 years, I would have been there for it. So
Right,
I
so
think
the
we have to give it
tattoo is-
some more.
Yeah.
We have to give it some more years than 100.
Hold on, I'm looking.
Yeah, how old are you?
I am 100 plus. 101.
And like Aribell's mom is an elf.
Right.
She's much older than Zori, so
Right. So it's got to be more than 100 years. We might have been saying 100 years, but I think in order to.
It was, when the campaign began, 124 years.
But there was something right with the people that survived it, like their memories were
Yes,
altered or
yes.
something, right?
Yes.
They don't remember before.
Yes.
Yes, most of the lore from pre-shattering was destroyed or forgotten because of the effects of the spell.
Oh.
Because the shattering took place in 974 post-dawn, which was the original calendar. And the campaign began in 1098 post-dawn. And it's been a couple years past that.
I still think it's not long enough because of, like, I feel like maybe we can, like, addendum years.
When was the Tath Talk Soon thing? Maybe that's the 100 years ago that you... Sorry.
Right.
But you guys were little when your parents left.
Yes.
So that had to be after the shattering.
Like, that's just it. I don't know how to, like, rectify that. My story with the world story. So my story might change because of the world story. I don't know.
I think you're okay on the thing. I'm just wondering when
let's see.
Tath Talk Soon was. Oh.
So that would have been... Looking at parts of the lore I haven't looked at in quite a while.
Oh, there it is. I'm looking at that thing. It was after the Orcish Wars, or around the Orcish Wars, it looks like.
So, yeah, we probably will need to redo the timeline a little bit.
It would almost have to, like...
Yeah.
Well, a bit. Okay, so whatever timeline,
I
wibbly
can
wobbly
fix it.
stuff.
I wrote it.
Yeah,
I
I
can
know.
fix it.
I know, but whatever timeline wibbly wobbly stuff it is, I'm 101, and however that had arm of. I'm putting it in my backstory notes. I did find something, but it was different than what you had, so we're going with what you had. I am going to over injuries.
I wonder, though, if it can actually be severed from your body.
That was going to be my question.
If you're not dead.
Hey, call my people. It's Zorith. Quick question. Kind of important. Sorry to bother you all.
And who are you sending to?
Dilbus, Obrus, Indrews.
Okay.
This is Zorith to Dilbus, Obrus, and Indrews, just so you know who you're on the call with.
Well, this is unexpected.
Yeah,
but
super unexpected.
Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Mm-hmm.
You're up early.
We are, yeah. Mm-hmm. Is anybody else on the call?
Yes, of course. I'm here.
Okay.
So am I.
Hey, thanks. Okay,
unasked.
Great. So, okay, yeah, well, I'm sorry. I can't. It's super important.
It always is.
Listen here, Okay, no time. Is there prophecy of a chosen one? Indrews. Question to the other two. Do you know if a thing is tattooed and worded? So do you think if we cut off my arm that it would grow back with the thing on it already, and then, like, if we were trying to, like, dispel / get rid of my bad arm, do you think we could do that? Or tell me your thoughts.
And all three of them start talking at once.
Okay. Indrews last. Dilbus first.
And which was my question?
If I... I don't know.
Oh, yes,
I don't remember which one was yours.
severing your arm. That seems to be an extreme measure. Of course, there are magics available to remedy such a thing, although I am uncertain why you would want to do that. When last I saw you, it was a perfectly functioning arm.
So we were attacked by imps and things, and I tell them what the other things were. I wrote them down. Imps and Aaronese, and bone devils and spinnagons. And the person in charge, the person in charge said they just wanted my arm. They didn't care if I was alive or dead. So now, instead of trying to run around with us constantly looking over our shoulders, even though I have, and I hold it, like I'm just talking, and then like I hold up my thing and everybody's looking at me, I'm sure. Even though I have my amulet to protect from that, they found us. So...
Well, now I understand why you were speaking with Master Ixar. And my recommendation would be he should definitely be consulted again. He will know more about those particular type of infernal creatures. Is there something in particular about this tattoo? Oh, yes, if you don't mind, Zorith, if I take this. It is exceptionally magical. There's layers of magic, including a rather nasty ward that rebounds upon the anyone casting querying magics directly upon it with a feeble mind effect. Oh, yes, that's very nasty. Have you tried suppressing the magic? Suppressing the... No, I don't think so. Have you tried subjecting it to an anti-magic field, Zorith?
I hadn't, but we kind of were afraid of doing anything more magical because of feeble mind.
Well, as I have experience with it, it simply can be cast and then individuals can walk into it. So it doesn't need to be cast directly on a person or an object. It can be cast upon a place. Yes, Father Dilbus is quite correct.
Okay. Andrews! Check in!
The prophecy about a chosen one. There are only about 117 volumes containing stories, each one different, and all of them crap.
Oh, okay, cool. How about a chosen one / dragon thing?
Not to my knowledge.
How about a chosen one tattoo thing?
There are a few of those.
I mean, like tattoo thing.
But
that lock away evil dragon or devils. Thought they were listening.
No, most of the stories about chosen ones with tattoos, they are magical tattoos that confer some sort of effective bonus ability to the person so adorned.
Okay, so I don't actually know what's going on with my... Hold on, call you right back. Okay, I'm back.
What was that?
It only lasts for 2 minutes.
Yes, I'm working on a method of using higher level abilities to not increase the number of people, but to actually increase the duration. But I haven't quite figured that out yet.
No worries. So we're still at this point. Tattoos just normally bonus ability. We don't actually know if my tattoo does anything. And also, if I lose my tattoo, will I no longer be a sorcerer? And there are so many questions.
I don't think that your power comes from the tattoo. If it did, when you became the specialized student that you have become, the power would have faded.
Could her
What that means.
tattoo be blocking a power?
Oh, could you can ask me
That's-
that? Could my tattoo be blocking a power?
I suppose it's possible. Have you consulted with the Temple of Balmus about these infernal creatures? One of their specialties is fighting evil, of course.
I've not contacted them. Contacted you first because kind of just got in a super big fight, and then he'd be super proud of Aribell. She turned fiends, and they were like, ah! And they all ran away. It was really cool.
Oh, wonderful. The power of the lady is a spectacle to behold.
It was pretty cool.
Zori, what about the guy that you
This
consulted with?
Yep,
Can you
yeah.
bring him in on this call?
Oh, shit. I did not think about it.
That's why
Well,
I'm asking.
if you want, I could arrange for another meeting, I suppose. His office is not my favorite place to go in the tower.
I know. We're actually going to come. Yeah, no, we're actually coming there anyway because we have a thing for him to question/look at. Yeah, okay. Maybe that's the best thing. I just was wondering if, Andrews, if you had heard of anything specific to, like, a tattoo connected to something, blah,
No,
blah, blah.
I-
I don't think I'm the chosen one, but...
I have not, but my specialty is not folklore or stories. You might contact the Song Temple.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Okay. Folklore's myth. Song Temple. Okay.
Sounds like we have to go to the island.
Yeah, hold on. Obrys, when do you think he would be able to see us? Like, soon? Because we actually got, like, a thing. We don't want it to get stinky.
I don't know. I suppose I would say, just, be here and make yourself available.
Okay. All right. Anybody else have any last thoughts before I tell the rest of the people what's going on?
We're not on the call, though, right?
You're not.
Okay.
And
sorry,
I'm asking the
talking to
boys.
them.
I'm asking the boys.
But we can hear your end of the conversation, right?
Nope.
Nope.
It's all in my
It's in your head?
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah, that's why I was like, you can ask me those things while I'm,
got
and then
it.
I'll add them. But no, that's why I was saying, like, you hear nothing, but you see me like talking and like picking up my amulet. And
That's why I figured-
I understand that you have someone there at the tower who's knowledgeable about these types of creatures. I would also suggest that you contact Master Tarda at the Temple of Balmus.
mm-hmm. Master. Okay, we'll do that too.
She is very knowledgeable about such things, having encountered many of them herself.
Okay.
I wondered if Master Ixar knows about this Master Tarda. Oh yes, they've consulted many times. Your Master Ixar has even visited the sanctum on several occasions. Can I go now?
Thank you. Do you
Farewell.
want me to bring you back something? I can bring you something. I can give you a thank you gift.
I need nothing but my sleep.
Ooh.
Okay,
Oh
thanks.
dear.
Remember, there's a time difference.
Oh no.
Oh, I thought they were 2 hours ahead of
They're
us.
ahead of us, though.
Oh, that's right. I keep thinking the other direction.
He can still be needing his sleep. That's fine.
That's true.
Yeah.
Maybe he worked all night.
Well, if you happen by the sanctum, please do stop in and say hello.
We will, of course.
And I will see you sometime soon.
Sure. Yes. All right.
Well, before we go anywhere, are we going to have
Thank you.
Tasha try to talk to this dead thing?
Oh, is that my job?
Tasha, she doesn't have talk to dead. I thought we were going to take it up with Ixar.
Speak with Dead is a bard and cleric spell, so I'm hoping Tasha has it.
But he's a
Third level.
demon.
But I don't know how we're going to do it. Well, it'll talk where we can all hear it, so...
I'm pretty sure I don't have Speak with Dead.
Yeah, no, I didn't think so. I was thinking we were going to
Oh, I
take
do!
Ixar.
I was like, I'm looking at your character.
I do have it! Where did that come from?
I don't know, but you have it.
That's
it's
so
third
weird.
level, so you haven't used it in a long time, whenever. But once you do it, then Zori speaks Infernal and should be able to ask it questions, right? Or can only...
Can only the... No, as the movie, we already know that anyone can ask a question.
All right, so I...
Hold on. Wait, stop.
Okay.
Whoa. Let's do some recon. Time's out. I don't necessarily want to do it because we're just standing in our... Oh, no, we're not standing in the circle room because I didn't circle, but we're standing in the...
We're in the forehome.
Yeah, in the living room, basically.
Okay, yeah. I probably would have taken us to the... Oh, I don't know. Anyhow. We must do it in a place where... Can they be asked...
Isn't reanimated or anything. I mean, unless we want to do it with Ixar because he might have better questions, but...
That actually is a not bad idea because Trixie, they can manipulate things, right? Jeff?
Yeah.
Under the ask dead people question things, can they lie?
Mm-hmm.
They can answer partially or in a way that is true but misleads.
So could we do like a zone of truth or something?
Would that work on that? I was thinking the same thing. If I cast Zone of Truth, will it matter?
I had that too.
Let's find out. I mean, not right this second, but let's look at Zone of Truth. So technically, if we Zone of Truth with Ixar, but asked him how to ask the questions, so that they were worded correctly. I spelled Zone of Trutch, apparently.
That'll get you different answers.
It did. Oh, charisma saving throw. Can't speak or deliver with you know whether an affected creature is aware of the spell and can thus avoid answering questions to which it would normally respond with a lie. Such a creature can be evasive in its answers as long as it remains within the boundaries of the truth. That's not even helpful either. Oh, Ixar can hurt. Can Ixar hurt dead things? Can dead things be hurt again?
It doesn't like bring them back to life. It just lets them talk. So it's not going to attack us.
No, I'm asking if we don't get the answer, like he doesn't want to answer kind of thing.
Oh, yeah. Hurt him and torture him into answering. He's dead.
That was my question. Wait.
I think he has to answer.
Is this considered undead?
No.
The thing that we are talking about?
No, it's not undead.
He's a dead fiend.
Yes.
Okay.
You fiend.
All right. So, what's your next step?
Guys, we have so many things that we need to be doing, and this is should be the fucking least of it.
No, actually, because if we keep think about it this way. When we kept ignoring the people that my father sent to kill me, did they go away? Or did we have to go deal with it?
Zori, I do not think it is a good idea for us to go into the heart of the evil gods not knowing what is on your arm, which is what will happen when we go to the Temple of Jagravana. If it has something to do with any of them, It might be, worse. So we need to figure out what's wrong.
We don't want this to be used against you or the rest of us.
Or empower them in some way. I'm worried it's some kind of thing to make somebody more powerful or bring something back from somewhere where it was banished or something.
In other words, we just need to know.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what would you like to do next?
So I guess we need to go to Ixar. Wait, what?
Well,
what?
okay, but before we go see Ixar, can't we just cast Speak with Dead and talk to the fiend?
I think we want to do it with him
Okay, that's fine.
in case he thinks of something we don't. Because we can only ask, 5 questions?
Only
Yes.
5 questions, and they need to be really specific, right? You can't and nobody else can pipe in with a, but what about blah?
Right. It's like a wish. You have to word it the right way.
Super correctly, that's my understanding.
Right.
Because they can't be re-asked, correct?
Um,
Once they are asked, they cannot be re-asked.
no. It says you have to wait 10 days.
Ah, got it.
No, it
Okay.
says the spell fails if the corpse. Oh yeah, if it was the target of the spell within the last 10 days. So you just have to wait a week and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
See, I
Okay.
read.
Ixar, then Master Tartar. Okay, so we have options from that. I guess we could think about that after we get questions from Ixar figured out. Is there even a reason to go to Ixar? Well, kind of, yeah, we need to. Yeah. Because now we need to talk to him about the kinds of things that they brought and what that. Because we don't know what she was, right?
No, we
She
do.
was an Aranis.
Oh, she was an Aranis. Okay, so yeah, we don't know anything about those. I know what they were, but I don't know enough about them to help us give us any.
Do I know anything from a religion standpoint about that? I mean, since we turn fiends and things.
Make a religion check. Since this is specific knowledge, let's see what you know.
A whole lot with my 13, I'm sure.
Ooh.
14, sorry. Get that right. Made a whole difference.
You recall that they're very powerful and very, very intelligent and very dangerous. But you can't remember exactly what specifically about them is the most dangerous thing.
Are demons associated with the evil gods? Or are they a whole separate thing?
Right, because demon and devils are different than. I don't know.
They are their own separate hierarchy.
Okay, they don't answer to.
No, although evil spellcasters are commonly summoning and commanding
Okay.
denizens of the Abyss and the Nine Hells.
Okay.
Okay. Are we ready? Do we need to pick up anything? I mean, this is crazy.
I think we should go.
Okay. I'm gonna circle us to. I'm gonna circle us to. Yeah. To the circle downstairs at Obrus's place.
Okay. So you're heading to the Tower of Azamar.
Tower of Azamar, yeah.
Are you taking Emberheart with you?
We're not anticipating trouble. I think I'll take him with me.
Okay.
I mean, this is the life that he signed up for.
Still need to figure out how he got out of the mansion.
Oh, yeah. Talk to him right meow. Get
My
that
cast speaks with animals. Emberheart, how did you get out of the mansion during the battle?
I was inside the place, and then I was outside the place. I'm not entirely sure how. I was inside, and then I was outside.
Oh.
Did the spell end?
No. When she cast that dispel magic, she also dispelled the mansion.
But doesn't dispel only work on one thing?
If it was a calandral stick type thing, it might do everything in that area.
I thought the mansion couldn't be dispelled because the mansion itself is
I
in
don't
a
know.
different plane.
I
It
don't
can
know.
be. Thanks to Critical Role, we know that it can be.
Okay.
Matt Mercer, you dirty jerk.
Thanks, Matt
That's
Mercer.
what I
yeah,
thought
we
at
do
first,
know.
but yeah, I
Uh-huh.
didn't think you could dispel
We do-
more than one
we-
thing, so I
we
didn't
do-
think that's what it was.
Oh, we do absolutely know that I can be dispelled. And that was a pretty shitty thing for him to do also at that time.
Yep.
Dirty bastard. Okay. That was the scariest thing, I think, out of everything that he did, was dispelling the mansion. Is that what happened? Can I guess? Or are you not going to tell us it was...
Well, you don't know. You know that there was a dispel effect that went off.
Mhm.
And
dispelled her thing.
yeah,
But
Well,
and it
if-
could have dispelled the mansion too. I mean, that's logical.
If the mansion can be dispelled, then it really provides no protection from anyone that can cast dispel magic.
But you
It's a
don't know where
matter-
it is.
It's a matter of you have to know where the doorway is.
And the door was open.
Yep. They saw the door
Ah.
open.
Oops, sorry.
Rude.
All right. Well, then we are tell Emberheart sorry and let us hop
Okay.
on the hot foot to
I do that.
Will
Azamar.
Will there be an opportunity to hunt soon?
Oh, are you hungry?
Are you hungry, hon?
I am.
Would you rather stay here than go with us?
I am happy to go with you. I
But
would
you
just
want
like
to
to, I
hunt.
would just like to fill my stomach.
Okay. If I provide you with food without hunting, would that suffice?
Yes. It's not as
I-
much fun.
I know you would prefer to hunt, but we have things we need to do that need to be done quickly.
Can they get food for him in the mansion? I know that she's talking to him. I'm asking as a mansion question.
Yeah.
If she asks for food, okay, we
Yeah.
just forgot this morning, and okay.
Well, I basically didn't get a chance to do anything this morning except run into combat. So
No, I know. I am sorry. I just was trying to figure out, like,
I only got coffee.
yeah, so we need to eat also. Do you guys want to eat before we go?
let's
Yes,
do
I'm-
that.
I'm hangry.
Do we have food here? Can we make food here?
Yeah, we've been in town, so I'm sure we have stuff.
We're going to make food and have everybody eat. Give some time for Ixar to be ready for us. I apologize that I got
None of this is your
a
fault.
feather up my hiney and was trying to figure out what was.
It's fine.
Well, there's plenty to eat for breakfast, including some raw meat.
That sounds delicious.
Well, I meant for Emberheart.
Oh, thanks for clarifying.
I mean, if you really want to. if you're having that, blood and gore and veins in your teeth moment.
Steak tartare sounds amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So I get a complement of raw meat and bring it to Emberheart, along with a pitcher of water in a bowl.
Okay. He begins to eat rather enthusiastically.
Better.
He's still eating, but his tail starts wagging.
Good.
So
Everybody eating.
yeah, probably about, half hour, 45 minutes or so to fix it and eat it, and then clean
All
up.
right. Let us circle the wagons. Headed to the Tower of Azenor.
Okay. All right. You arrive in the basement.
Okay. We're gonna walk upstairs, I guess, to old Bruce's room, or because we would. I don't know. Do we go
I
to
think we
Ixar?
should go to Ixar's because we're carrying this spiny demon around.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. Should we put it in the portable hole for a hot minute, or just carry it? How big is it? Is it like
It's
a small dog?
It's like halfling sized.
Chihuahua?
Halfling.
No.
Like
Medium-sized dog?
Well, about like a halfling, like a hobbit, like about
don't-
between 2 and 3 feet
Oh.
tall.
Okay. Well, hopefully we won't encounter many things on the way up. Shall we just walk upstairs with this thing?
Okay. There are a couple students that pass and give you the big hairy eyeball.
Keep on walking.
You can bet that stories of adventurers carrying extra-planar creatures up the tower steps is going to be all across campus by lunch.
Just another day for the 4, I say to them as we walk past.
And immediately they're like,
That was a 4?
Some of them have seen us around.
right. You get to Master Ixar's door, and through the door, you hear a booming, raging voice speaking in that same nasty, harsh tongue.
I listen.
You're basically hearing a creature tell Master Ixar in excruciating detail how it will disembowel him as soon as it breaks free of his warding circle.
Mm-hmm.
And
So I am not going to knock on the door. We are going to wait a hot minute.
okay. And then you hear it crying out in pain as Ixar is... You hear him casting a spell that you don't know. But clearly it's causing whatever he's got pain. And then you hear him basically say, one more chance. Answer the question. Or I'm going to do that again, and then I'm going to send your ass back. And there's no chance of you getting out.
Just a couple minutes longer.
And the voice growls and makes... it begins to speak as if it was about to reveal something, and then immediately begins cursing and describing the torture again, and then it screams again, and then all goes silent.
Give it a couple seconds. And then I knock. He was busy doing stuff.
Well, you all heard the
I know.
the language and the screaming. You just don't know what was being said.
I'm telling them.
Okay.
He was doing stuff. He was just doing stuff.
And the door
Because
opens.
nobody else needs to know what that was.
Yeah, the door opens quite forcefully, and you see Master Ixar, covered in soot, brushing off robes, going, "What? Oh, it's you not. Why are you carrying a spinner gun?"
Yeah, so we actually need to talk to you about that. Apparently Oberst didn't clue you in quite yet.
No.
Can we come in? Can we come in?
I haven't talked to Oberst today.
Okay, yeah, can we come in?
Yeah, come in. Throw that thing in the circle, just in case.
Agreed. Gwen puts the thing in the circle, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
Right, so, what do you want?
Okay. So, we were attacked by... Okay, hold on. We were attacked by 6 of these, 7 imps, 2 bone devils, and Uranese today.
What? An Aranese tried to attack you? Oh, she didn't plan very well, did she?
Oh, thanks.
I think she
Actually,
thought
you're right.
because of the
We did-
imps and everything else, maybe she would be successful.
Yeah, we did kill her.
Oh,
But-
good. That's always good to hear.
Unfortunately, we were only able to turn everybody else away. We didn't kill the rest of them. There were a lot, so we weren't sure if we were...
Where'd you leave them?
In the middle of the desert.
God's Wrath Desert.
Oh, well, they'll die soon enough.
It wasn't in town.
This thing's nastier than them out there.
Ooh, a rock. There was a rock out there.
Like the Efreet we fought the other day.
Ah,
Oh, yeah, we fought in a free.
fought
Do
one
they
of those,
talk?
did you?
Do they talk, Ifrits and Uranese?
Oh, yeah. Well, the devils, yeah. They make use of it free.
Question. When Ifritis are really gone, are they gone?
No, they returned. They returned to the outer plane from where they came.
Got it. So if we killed one and he knew we were there, he would be able to tell the Uranese that we were there.
Yeah. I suppose that's possible.
We were kind of in a place where nobody sort of kind of knew where we were, and they just showed up the next morning.
Ah, well, that sounds like they were talking. So, why is that here? And he points at the spinner gun.
Well, we wanted to cast Speak with Dead on it.
Well, you feel like wasting a spell.
You won't know anything? Not intelligent?
They ain't got souls, dear, and that's what that spell grabs onto.
Oh.
Rats.
I don't work on anything without a soul.
Rats. Sorry. Can you feed somebody else with it, I guess? I mean...
Oh
Do
no,
you
I
ever
suppose
need-
I suppose I could give it to my students to dissect.
Hey, that would be kind of cool.
Glad we
This-
could provide it a good home.
This, more about your arm art.
It is, apparently. The Aranese, said she wanted the arm whether I was dead or alive.
Yep, that sounds like one of them.
The Aranese sounds like what they would ask.
No, it just sounds like a devil.
Oh, okay.
Practical, they've got their plan, they don't care about anything else.
So when we were talking about my tattoo, and you have seen things with people doing tattoos before, where it would be just like a small ward or something to help, and then maybe it disappears, right?
No. Most of the time, if you've got one of those magical tattoos,
Magical tattoo. It does stick around.
they're permanent. That's why
Right,
they're
right,
so damn expensive to have done.
Right.
Powdered gemstones and all that.
Well, we did learn, or Zori was able to verify that when she was about 9, she was kidnapped. And when she was recovered, she came home with that tattoo.
Do you know what kidnapped you?
No. Question also. Since magical tattoos are tattooed on you,
Yeah.
if they were to be flayed off, does that... Yeah, if they were to be flayed off, would it still be...
Would it come back?
It wouldn't come back, would it?
If we chop her arm off and have it regenerated, will her arm grow back without the tattoo since it's not original?
Oh, I've got no idea. That's
we'll ask that to
god
Sanctum.
magic. I don't do that.
Got it.
I can't imagine that there'd be 2 of the tattoos, though. Like, the wards and everything would not come back. Like, we wouldn't be able to grow that back.
I suppose
Oh.
it depends on the power of the spell. I mean, with a wish spell, you could certainly do that.
We don't even know if we'll be able to chop it off.
I was just going to say that.
You know, I know someone might be able to answer that question.
Oh,
Yeah,
Knows someone who can answer which question?
about the, if it grows back, would that grow back with it? I was thinking about, when I got a moment, consulting with her anyway, to see
Oh, you
what she had to
mean
say about it.
a Master Charter?
Oh yeah, Rish.
Don't know her at all.
Oh,
But
she's
we were
all
just-
right. She hates these things as much as I do.
She was referred. We were referred to her. Someone referred to her as to go see them.
Yeah, I worked with her several times. She's all right for a half-orc.
Got it.
Are demons more your purview or the sanctums, or both?
Well, first off, that's a devil. That's not a demon. Demons is different.
Oh, okay. Fiends, I guess, is what I should say.
Well, I'll study them from an arcane point of view. Rish studies them from a religious point of view. The Balmus folk don't take kindly to infernal or abyssal interference in our world. They're kind of purposed against destroying that.
I presumed because we can turn them, so I thought there'd be some.
Yeah,
But we're headed to the sanctum next, so
really.
to the Temple of Balmus. You want to come?
Yeah, mind if I tag along?
And you take him too, Zori?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, because we're going to circle to the sanctums.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just need a couple minutes. I gotta go find one of my assistants and tell them to take over my classes.
And put this on ice. Right, point
Oh,
to the
yeah,
thing.
yeah. They can do that too.
Are there any other questions? Oh, would an anti-magic field work on wards like this?
That's a good question. Would assume. I mean, unless it's god magic. Probably. If we're talking god level magic or artifact level magic, it might not. But otherwise, yeah. Should have thought of that myself.
When you looked at it last time, was Zori in the circle thing where you keep the demons
Yep.
when you talk to them?
Yep.
Okay, that's right.
What happened? Remind Nikki what happened.
Oh,
God level
we
magic, or
we
you said
we he
artifact level?
put you in the circle. He put a warding up, and then he cast a spell. Not at the tattoo, but sort of an area effect, and it didn't rebound. Because that's what he was checking, was to see if it was only spells directed at the tattoo that tended to rebound on the caster.
Well, because she's been hit by any number of spells that did not rebound on the caster.
Yeah.
God level magic, or what was the other one you said? Artifact?
Artifact.
Mm. Yeah, okay.
And this is Sanctum?
All right. Give me a minute. And he
Right, we'll see outside.
walks out, leaving you alone in the soot-covered chamber with the body of the Spinagon laying in the center of the pentagram.
I am going to visually snoop. I'm gonna walk around just looking at things.
Okay.
Not like... I'm just gonna look at things, like walk around, like, not the edges, but like, you know, far away from the things, and just kind of like give it a cursory more than a cursory glance.
There's a rack of equipment that looks like it should be in a torture chamber.
Yeah. I mean, whatever.
There's
Subtle.
several what appear to be bookcases, but they've got pieces of cloth hanging over the opening, and the cloth is covered in soot.
Right.
So
he's
it
trying
seems
to keep his...
Yeah. And there's a chest that is so heavily warded it's practically glowing over in one corner of the room. But apart from that, it's just normal office furniture. There's a desk and a couple chairs, and they're all covered in soot.
Okay.
And after a few minutes, he walks back in, clean.
Well, I mean, you know.
How old is he?
Kind of hard to tell. Hang on, let me look him up real quick.
He's human, right?
That's
Or
what
they
I'm
have to,
that's what I'm
like-
looking up. He's half elf.
Oh, we really can't tell.
Yeah, he looks probably mid-40s. So probably anywhere from 60 to 100.
Do I look youngish? Because I'm full up?
Yeah, you look about 25.
I did not know that.
Yes.
Yeah, you're just like a young adult elf.
Yeah, I knew that.
Yep. All right.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
ready.
Great. Let's go out into the hallway so I don't draw
Well,
on your
let's
circle.
go up on the roof.
Or we'll go
That's
on the
that's
roof.
the nearest place that's got an area big enough for a circle.
Cool. Have I been on the roof?
Oh, yeah.
I probably, when I was a kid, I probably.
Well,
when I was
you've actually done teleportation circles out of here from the roof.
Oh, okay, yeah. I couldn't remember.
Yep. So. All right.
Okay.
Do the circle. Everybody steps in, and you appear in the basement of the Citadel of Light.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Military Sanctum.
Citadel of Light. You know
Greet the
what?
guards. Are there guards?
No.
Okay.
Because only the right people know this address, right?
Yep.
They don't give this one out.
Correct.
We're
Um,
special.
we are special. We will say hi to Dilbus when we're here. However, we don't know the way to Tardar's.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
Let's
Follow
go
me.
into the Balmus temple. Yeah,
Yeah, follow me.
I know where
Oh.
it's at. Where I made my sword.
Oh, right.
And he
I went to school here.
leads you out of the citadel and across a mostly empty Sanctum campus to the Sword Temple. Walks in, walks up to the first pair of acolytes that are standing watch and says,
Going up to see Rish. Do you know she's up there?
Yes, she's up there. At least she hasn't come down for services yet.
Right, good enough. These people are with me.
That's fine. We know they're the four. He's already walking up the stairs.
Say hello to the.
I shoot finger guns at the kid.
Yeah.
Or whoever it was. Like, as I turn around, I'm like...
I recognize you.
Hey, thanks. And...
Our
There
big
we
deal
go.
here too.
Yeah, apparently.
And you get up to the top floor of the temple. And he walks up to a set of ornate double doors and just pushes them open. Wanders in.
Rish, where you at? Surprise!
And you see a dark-skinned half-orc woman dressed in nicked leather armor. She has blonde hair that's actually up in a mohawk.
Yeah. Sorry.
And she looks up and says,
Ixar, what are you doing here? Don't you know I'm about to go to services? Send one of your lackeys. This is more interesting.
Do I know her, Jeff? Met her.
You've seen her. You've never really had cause to interact with her. She's the head
Okay.
of the Balmausian Temple.
Okay.
And
She
why?
probably knows.
And
Aribell.
why have you brought the four with you?
like-
Because of that one. He points at Zorith.
I bow curtsy, like I usually do. Like, hey, sorry, it's us. We're here doing the thing.
I want you to take a look at something. Don't cast any spells directly on it. I've heard the stories. You wouldn't like it.
It hurts.
All right, what am I looking at?
I roll up my sleeve.
A tattoo? You brought me to see a tattoo.
We wouldn't have come to him if we were all out.
Go ahead. Cast Detect Magic.
Ooh, no. Has anybody
Just
got?
on yourself. Cast Detect Magic and then look at the tattoo really close. Concentrate on it.
Okay.
Fine.
Does anybody have one?
And she grabs her holy symbol and
I
closes
take
her
a big
eyes
step
and
back.
Casts-
I put out my arm as best I
casts
can.
Detect Magic, and she opens her eyes and they're kind of glowing a little blue now, and she walks over and peers down at the tattoo, and it's clear she doesn't expect, she's like, it's a tattoo, fine, whatever. And she
It's a
looks
magical
and
tattoo,
and
big
just
deal.
kind of looks, and she's about to look away. Her head actually starts to move, and then her brows furrow a little bit, and she leans down.
I told you. Keep looking. You're not going to believe this.
Did he tell us everything that he saw in that tattoo?
Maybe not.
All right, this is different, I'll grant you. It's layered. Yeah, and that top layer is a nasty ward. I can see that. What's the effect? So I've been told. Feeble mind. Ooh. But that's only if magic is cast directly upon the tattoo?
And Ixar looks at the four of you.
Yes.
As far as we know.
Yeah.
Yeah, in combat, we haven't seen it affect anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Zorith is being stalked and hunted by
Fiends.
Imps.
Bone.
A moment. And she once again closes her eyes and grasps her holy symbol and murmurs something else. And then she opens her eyes, and now they have a, sort of a bluish white overlay.
All right, I see why you brought it to me. Definitely infernal magic. And there's something
Any signature?
beneath the ward. It's hard to see. They had an idea. I thought I'd run past you, and then maybe we could try it. Which was anti-magic field. Well, it might drop the ward. But then we can't use any sort of magical detection upon it. Maybe. Maybe not. Go ahead and cast it, and then I got an idea we can try. Oh my, this is going to be explosive, isn't it? I hope not. Well, I don't know. It's an experiment.
I hope not.
I hope not.
Well, I mean, we're thinking about cutting it off. So, I mean,
Oh no, don't do that yet.
Okay.
Well, it would be easier to examine if it wasn't attached to a living being. Yeah, but I'll try this. Just try it. Do the anti-magic thing.
Aribell, would it be a good time for you to step out in case we all need to be resurrected?
Oh, that's
We
actually...
should be okay. We're in the Temple of Balmus. They can...
Oh, they got a bunch of people.
anything.
Yes,
I trust Tara.
Trust me, we've brought many of our followers back. You could say we're experts. Ah, well, that's reassuring, I think.
I have the necessary components in our backpack if we need it.
Great.
Oh, good to know. I won't have to go far. All right, where do you want me to cast this anti-magic field? Over there.
Something I
And
can...
we're gonna have her walk into it. All right.
And she steps away, and then casts a spell, and you see both the white and the blue just from her eyes, gone. And there is this faintly shimmering 10-foot hemisphere around
It's
her.
just her and I close to it, right?
No, she stepped away from everybody.
Right, so it's just her and I. Oh, it's just her closest
It's just
to
her.
it.
It's centered on her. So it's 10-foot radius around her.
Oh, I didn't know that's how that worked.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she says,
All right, it's cast. The clock is ticking. What
how
now?
far away? 10 foot? I mean, like a
Yeah.
10-foot circle? Okay.
so 5 feet out from her, all the way around.
This is gonna take all the way off my magic.
Right, so Here's what my suggestion is. And I hope that you can cast the spell to remove a feeble mind. Go and stick your arm in up to about 3 inches away from your shoulder.
Okay. I go and I do that.
And he casts a spell, and his eyes start to glow with that blue overlay, and he's peering at the part of your arm that's still sticking out of the circle.
Okay.
Huh.
Okay.
It looks like it might work. Right, I'm gonna try something. If it doesn't work, just restore my mind as soon as you can.
And he begins casting the same spell again, but this time it's clear he's targeting the part of Zorith's arm that's still sticking out of the anti-magic field.
I mean, that's kind of smart.
And he finishes the spell, and there's a pulse of blue light in his eyes again. Nothing else seems to happen.
Ha! Hot damn. It worked.
Now
You did
what?
it?
Now, I'll need someone who can do legend lore.
Oh, I can, I think. Hold on.
Yes, that's usually Tasha. I think she's tried it, but it got blocked, right?
That's what gave the feeble
Yeah.
mind the first time.
Yes.
But if she only focuses on just
Oh, there
that
it is.
part,
Well, I'll give it a shot, and we'll see what happens. If I start drooling,
We'll fix you.
okay.
Right.
All right.
All right, I think this one takes a little bit to cast, right?
No, it's it takes 10 minutes.
Okay.
ooh, is her magic field gonna work that
I'm
long?
checking.
Shit.
If he knew we were going to do legend lore, then he probably would have had Tasha get ready or something.
Mm.
Yeah, this was his
Yeah,
idea.
anti-magic field lasts for an hour.
No, okay, no.
Oh, good. Hey.
All right, so I go
Just
on that
one part?
Yep. And Tasha seems to freeze.
Mm.
And she's not moving.
That's weird.
Mm. How long do we wait before we... And we don't even know what's wrong with her, right?
She might be getting the information, so I think we give it a minute.
Yeah.
Let's hope so. Well, if anything happens, we can bring her back.
Yeah.
If anything happens, we can bring her back. If anything happens, we can
About-
bring her back. I start.
5 minutes later, Tasha, you basically fall down. Like, you sort of like fall backwards and land on your butt, and shaking your head and blinking your eyes, you've just seen an event unfold that was exceptionally disturbing.
Oh, sorry, babe.
I've seen worse. It's okay.
I assume that you'll relate this to everyone, so I can just tell everyone at the same time.
Yes.
I mean, I guess it depends how bad it is. Well, she wouldn't
You
keep it from us.
I'm
saw
just telling everybody.
you saw a landscape, red, rough rock and dirt, fiery atmosphere, and in the center of it there was basically what looked like an altar, but it looked like an altar that had been grown out of the rock in the ground. And you saw a very, very young elven girl on the altar. And standing next to it was a huge... let me go ahead and get the descriptions here.
Take Zori's hand.
Basically about, you would guess, 12, 13 feet tall, red fur from head to toe, huge furred red bat wings, and a beast-like head with horns, and the creature has long, taloned hands that are currently being dipped into a corpse beside the table, and then using the talons inserted into the arm of the small girl. And you watch as the tattoo is placed on the arm of the small girl. Then the creature bellows something, and 2 Ironies appear, dragging in a pale-skinned, blonde-haired female with beautiful feathered white wings. And she is brought to the edge of the altar, and the creature reaches out and takes a talon and just gouges her neck open, and then begins to use that blood to create a second tattoo.
There's 2
over
tattoos?
top the
Yeah, look at
existing
that.
tattoo.
Huh.
And that tattoo, when completed, fades into the skin and leaves no trace. And lastly, the creature then beckons one of the Ironies over and reaches up and just slices her neck. And uses that blood to put something else in. And
So 3 layers.
3 layers. And that lays over the top and begins to sort of shine and then sinks into the existing tattoo, but leaves almost a twinkling light. And the creature then picks up the girl and reaches a talon out toward her head, at which point lightning strikes the creature from behind, as well as glowing magic missiles, and he drops the girl and spins around, and a battle ensues, but it's kind of off camera. And what you see are 2 elves, a male and a female, running out to grab the little girl. And then one of them casts a gate spell, and they run through with the girl, and the gate closes behind them, and that's when the vision fades.
So they were gonna sacrifice Zori.
Or they didn't get to. He didn't get to finish what he was doing.
Mm-hmm. He didn't get to finish.
So they want her to finish the. Right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever ritual they were doing.
So she tells the story to all of us, including
Yep.
Ixar and Tardar.
Right?
And I'm squeezing Zori's hand.
Really?
Yeah.
That's her name? Tardar?
Rishtarda.
Rishtarda. Okay.
Not
Tarda.
I Listen, when he says it so quickly and he goes on, I just write what I think he said.
It's okay, babe. It's
I
okay.
love it. That's all
So,
Tardar.
this is
Boss.
actually warded with both mortal, holy, and infernal magics.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know you could combine those. Nor did
Same.
I. But apparently, they have. And the holy magic seems to be what's obscuring the actual shape of the tattoo. Yeah, and the unholy magic is the ward. Well, that stands to reason.
The infernal is the ward.
So while the ward is off, do you think
You
we
could
could
remove the
call up-
holy.
well, like make the holy visible?
I don't know. Go ahead and walk all the way in.
I let
Could-
go of Arabelle's hand,
It's gotta feel weird.
and I walk in. Obviously, this is not permanent because she wouldn't do it if it was permanent, so
Right.
I walk in.
Could you ask your goddess if she could?
That's what I was thinking. I
Help
could
you?
ask Tiraura if she'll let me see what the tattoo is.
Okay, I'm in here.
And Ixar walks in as well and kind of shivers as he walks into the field.
Sorry, and I look at him. Sorry.
Oh. Alright. Something written in Infernal.
Oh, I look. Can he read? Obviously, he can read Infernal. I forgot.
What's it say?
Don't. Oh, I don't know. Obviously, he would know better than to read it out loud.
Well, you're in a
I
mad.
don't suppose you've got parchment and quill somewhere. Of course I do. Right there on the desk. Oh, right. Probably safer to write this down rather than say it out loud because I don't know what it is.
Indeed.
And he goes and grabs a quill and an inkwell and a scrap of parchment and writes down what he sees.
Everything but the last word.
No, he writes. It's only 2 words. But he writes it down and then he looks at it and he shows it to Rish, and she says,
I have no idea. Is that a location? Is that a name? Is it a creature? I got no clue. But that's what it says.
and he shows it to you, Zorith, and you're able to read it, and you look down at your arm, and you're able to read it on your arm right now too.
Hey, look! I can see what it says. Do I know what it is?
No. It's EXCARYN, and the second word is VESZITH.
I'll walk over and see with my paladin eyes. Can I see that? Anything glowing that's holy?
No, but it's completely inside the anti-magic shell, so nothing magical is working.
Oh,
Right. That's why I thought maybe it had come. Like, did it come to the surface or anything? Because
Nope.
All right, I'm gonna ask Tiraura if she knows. Like, well, right? I can ask questions. Oh, but they're only yes or no, or is mine different since what I am?
Yours is different because of what you are. You can basically do divine intervention once a week, and you'll get an answer.
Ooh.
That's
yeah.
pretty damn fancy.
Well, yay for that.
Well,
Right?
she's the hand of
14.
Tiraura.
I know, but still.
14. Actually. Shocking.
So what are you asking?
You get 3 questions with it? Is it just
It's
right
just
with
one.
mine?
You basically get to ask a question.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
This is like what you would normally roll percentile for.
Right.
It's just
Okay.
asking for
Gotcha.
help.
So I didn't have to roll.
No.
I guess I'm gonna ask, what is the tattoo and its purpose?
And you see, you get a vision of what you imagine Tasha saw.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds exactly like what she described, except that in this vision, the large, red-furred, winged-horned creature reaches out with its hand, grabs the head of the young girl, and twists it off. Drops the 2 pieces, the 2 body parts, on the altar, and immediately a bright red glow suffuses this creature, and it throws its head back and roars with laughter. And then the vision fades.
So I was right. They were going to sacrifice Zori.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to process this before I say it.
Yeah, it clearly was some sort of ritual that was interrupted.
Right.
But we still don't know
Empowered.
what kind.
No.
Do I get any other sense from her?
Just that you see the 2 words glowing with what you would interpret as holy energy.
The 2 words that they wrote down?
Yes, indicating that the 2 words are somehow very powerful.
Are they... Well, because I didn't look at it when he wrote it down, right?
Okay, well you see... Well, you heard him tell her how to spell it, so you know
Right.
these are the same 2 words.
Right. I'm just wondering if they mean anything in celestial, because I assume that's what the other creature was. If they're glowing holy.
They don't mean anything to you in any language that you know.
Okay.
In fact, after a quick polling, they don't mean anything to anyone in the room for any language they know.
We're just showing the paper. We're not actually speaking the words, right?
Correct.
Correct.
Not even spelling them out loud. Just showing the paper.
That's right.
I take a couple of deep breaths after I open my eyes back up and tell them what Tiraura showed me.
So it was a ritual. Yeah, and interrupted by, I assume, somebody who knew that little girl, who I assume was you, managed to get in and rescue you before that thing stopped it, finished it. Yes, but what was the purpose? What did it accomplish?
Well, it bathed it in that glow. I'm assuming it made it more powerful.
It was... Maybe it was summoning something?
And
Well, it washed over him, right?
yes. And you hear a voice from down by your feet.
Well, clearly it was making it immortal.
And you look down, and Emberheart is just looking up at you with
Oh
this
god,
look on its
Emberheart
face
is Sikuthos.
that is kind of like, well, duh.
Sikuthos!
Wait, Emberheart is Sikuthos?
Well, at the
Sikuthos is in
moment,
Emberheart.
I'm just sort of tagging along. I'm not technically
Darling.
allowed to be here, but
Did you said it was going to make him immortal?
Yes. Which would have allowed him to depose the leadership in the Nine Hells and assume the throne.
Was he particular? Do we know who the fuzzy guy is? Do we say his name? Do we know who he is?
He's a Balor.
I'm sorry, he's a what?
A pit fiend.
Oh,
yeah.
He's just...
Yeah,
He was just a pit fiend that
Yeah.
wanted to be something more.
right. But so you're saying that if he'd completed the ritual, he would have become more powerful than Asmodeus or Beelzebub or any of the others? Oh dear.
So the way to complete this ritual
Is to sacrifice
Is-
me.
to sacrifice Zori.
Yes, but clearly there's something else at work here. Because
No, just-
they
they
wanted
just wanted my arm.
They wanted the arm.
Oh, that's true. They just wanted the arm. They didn't want Zor.
When
And
did
it
you
w-
start hanging around?
Oh, I'm always watching.
I wonder if
But Ehrman told me that you had questions, so I've been watching a little bit more. And I decided
Maybe-
to sort of, sneak in and play along with this delightful pup you've chosen.
I give Emberheart a big hug.
what if the
Oh, yes, he likes that very much.
And hopefully you do too.
I can't feel anything.
Aw. Well, at least you know I tried.
Yes.
So more powerful.
what if
Sorry, I didn't
the
mean to interrupt you.
person
Oh,
who he wants to depose wants the arm to ensure that the ritual can't be completed?
Yeah, could be that, or it could be that someone else in the Hells found out about what he was going to do, and somehow or another this might let them complete it, might let them assume power over that fiend.
So now I'm for
Cutting it off.
cutting off the arm and maybe putting it in a vat of acid.
Oh, well, I'm not entirely sure that it's within your power to destroy it.
Oh, boo.
You do have it infused with mortal, celestial, and infernal magics. That would take some doing.
Yeah.
So now I have a question because I can't remember. Have I died before?
No.
Like actually
I don't think so.
died?
Mm-mm.
I don't think I've revivified you.
Nope.
Okay, just a question. Okay.
But I mean, you know,
Asgar and Aerolacus.
If I were to die,
would she be Zori the Grey?
die.
Sorry.
It should be Zori the White.
Yes.
Her dying wouldn't activate the thing, though, right?
No, I don't think whether you're alive or dead matters much.
Wow.
I think that creature has to kill you in order to complete the ritual. I don't
So
think
obviously
anyone
he's
else
not the
doing
one
it.
who's sent them because
They didn't.
they
No,
they
they
said they
just
just wanted
ran.
the arm. They didn't care if she was dead or alive.
Well, from what I know of the lower planes, it is a constant struggle for power between an almost uncountable number of factions.
Right.
So
So we
they
think
do
the
probably
one
need the
pit fiend
whole-
has to be the one to kill her, right?
Well, I will say it's very true. It's like the worst bard tales you've ever heard, the amount of different struggles of one fiend against another and one devil against another. No, we won't even get into the idea of fiends versus devils.
Could it be taken to a different plane? The arm? Like the opposite of the Nine Hells?
I suppose. But that would just make it harder to get to. Not impossible. No, I know from our history in the Balmosian Temple that there have been incursions from the Hells on the heavens, on most of the good-aligned outer planes.
So
Yeah.
okay.
They don't ever succeed, but that didn't stop them from trying.
So the Irenes was wrong. You do actually need me alive.
That's
to
possible.
finish the thing.
It appears that that particular fiend would need you alive so that it could kill you itself. Otherwise, I don't know that it much matters.
So the Irenes was wrong, unless they wanted power, right? But no, that she.
They're probably trying to copy it, maybe.
Or, like I said, could be something about it that they could use to try and gain power over that creature.
Or they don't know exactly what it is.
Subvert the ritual for themselves. Well,
Boy.
I'm not allowed to say, but I will tell you that you're on the right track. At least one of you is.
That's helpful.
Oh,
Can
good.
you nod in the direction of the person who's being helpful?
Oh, no, I couldn't possibly do that.
Could Emberheart?
Well, I have no control over what this young wolf does once I depart.
Oh, once you depart.
How about now that you haven't yet departed?
Oh no, he's sort of sleeping, sort of.
Blissfully unaware.
Oh no, he's aware.
Oh.
He keeps trying to lick me.
Insight check. Can we tell who it is that he thinks is right?
You can
Ooh.
try. Go ahead and
Sassy.
roll an insight check.
So, Jeff, Nikki is not understanding it. Why did the Irenes say that they wanted it?
You don't know.
We don't know.
You don't know. What you know is the Irenes said that she just needed the arm.
Okay.
Ooh. Well, I rolled a 30 for insight check.
29.
Hey,
Okay.
the creature needs to come itself, maybe?
If
I'll
you
put that
had,
maybe.
if you were forced to guess,
Mm-hmm.
you would guess either Master Ixar or Master Tarda.
Okay.
How
But that's
about
as close as that's as close as you can get to figuring it out.
Is that
how
both of
about
us
I
think that?
cast Detect Thoughts and then ask the question? Which one did you say was right again?
Oh, that's special. You actually think that's going to work on me? All you're going
I
to pick
thought
up.
I could-
All you're going to pick up is this pup.
I thought
I'm
I
not
could
actually
try.
here.
I mean, can't you tell me? I mean, I do work for your mother.
No, nope. I especially can't tell you. Mother is oh so very strict about that sort of thing.
I mean, you like me, right?
Yes.
And
And
you're
now-
very fond of her brother.
And now I'm in super danger.
Oh, you're figuring it out. You mortals are
Do you-
disgustingly clever.
Do you know why it's just now being taken care of? And how can I hide it? 'Cause I
That
thought this did it, and I hold up the thing.
that will require a persuasion check.
Oh,
Good luck.
what
You're
did I
trying
even
to
ask?
persuade a god.
No,
Can
what
we
did I
help
even
her?
ask? Shit, I don't even know what I asked. Whatever.
That he really and we helped her because she get advantage.
It's a 15 plus. It's not going to be high enough. What'd you
Ooh,
say?
ooh, bardic inspiration.
I said we were helping, so doesn't she get advantage?
Sure. I'll give you advantage.
And she just have my score to add to her roll?
I got a 16, so it's like one more. But
And you get a D12 because Tasha gave you Bardic Inspiration.
Guidance.
And a D4.
A D4.
Bardic inspiration.
Yeah.
and a
Bardic
12.
Inspiration!
Which one's the 12?
Oh, fuck doodles.
Right.
I believe it was
It's
fuck-a-doodle-doo.
fuck-a-doodle-doo.
Fuck
Yeah.
a doodle do, sorry.
Did y'all enjoy that meme I sent
that
you
was
today?
very funny.
I laughed so hard.
Okay, so So 16, 8, and 3. 16, 8, and 3, plus my persuasion, which is a 4. 31? Is that what I'm guessing?
That's what my math is.
That's
okay,
pretty good.
because 7 and 8 is 15, and 16 together is 21. 31. So what was the question? How do I keep it safe?
It was.
Or how do I
Why was
keep
it happening now?
The question was, why was it happening now?
Oh,
It's been 100
shit.
plus years, right?
Oh, well, I don't suppose there's any issue with me telling you that, since it's past and it doesn't really affect anything else. About the time of the shattering, there was another uprising, and one of the pit fiends had actually written things down, and this was discovered by an invading small sortie into its area of power, and its journal was stolen, and it has since been read by pretty much the entirety of the Hells. And ever since then, there has been sort of a standing order that if an elven woman with this particular tattoo was ever spotted, it should be reported. And, well, you remember the memorial service where there was an imp that you spotted?
It spotted her and
spotted
reported.
you, and it went back and told its master, who then was tortured by a more powerful devil, who was then informed, and this information has been spreading since then, and the hunt for you has increased significantly.
So this isn't going to stop.
No.
How did
We
the
have
imp,
to negate the tattoo somehow.
How did the imp see me with the tattoo? I don't remember like how that was specifically different than normal.
It was
Happened to
because the imp was there. Because this was a big event.
So it didn't come looking for Zori, and that, like we assumed, it was there, and
Would I have
Zori
been
was a
short-sleeved?
bonus.
Probably. Because this is Thunder's Edge. And in the spring, it's getting really warm. In another month or so, it's going to be unbearable. But
Plus, it like tingled or something, so
Yes.
maybe it sensed it too.
yes, it reacted to the imp being there.
Okay.
Well,
Okay, so
sounds like you're gonna have a very exciting time from here on out.
you could hang around.
I'm sure he has things to do.
You haven't, traveled with us in quite a while. Wouldn't it be fun?
I've never traveled with you.
No, she's talking
He's
to
talking about
Sakusa.
Sakuthos.
Oh, you
Yeah.
told you I'm not allowed anymore.
Oh, by
But
the way, in
think
case
of
you
the
were
trouble
guessing,
we could cause.
in case you were wondering, this is actually Shakuthos, the person we're
Costas.
actually talking to, is actually.
Costas.
Can I tell them? Yeah, it's Costas.
Right. And
Okay, well.
I'm the incarnation of right.
Do you ever know?
Huh.
Do you ever know wolves to just be like spontaneously, "Hey, what you doing?"
Occasionally. But usually they're not
And
actually
give this much
wolves.
information. Right.
Well,
Oh.
no.
It doesn't.
They're usually not that well informed.
Right. Okay.
Hey,
Well-
Sakusa.
What?
We've traveled with him before.
Sakusa. She leans down and whispers to him. Do you know if your mom thinks I'm doing a good job?
Well, she hasn't said anything negative, but then Mother never does. So I don't know how much faith to put in that. She doesn't really talk to me about what she does. Most of the time we're talking about what I've been doing.
Ooh, what have you been doing?
That tracks.
Oh, I probably shouldn't say.
Oh, I'd love to know.
No, I'm sure you would, but I'm also sure that this will get me into even deeper hot water with Mother.
So at some point, if we decide to travel the plains, are you going to go with us like you do Aramin?
Oh, I don't actually travel with Aramin. I send Aramin.
Oh, he works for you.
Yes.
Oh dear.
He's become quite an effective envoy. Sometimes they carry him out on their shoulders, sometimes they chase him out at sword point. But either way...
But either way, how entertaining.
And he's getting my message out there.
Oh, God. Does he do for you what I do for your mother?
Well, in a manner of speaking, I suppose. I don't send him to smite people.
I only smite bad people.
Well, that's something, I suppose. I don't really concern myself with that.
Anything else we need to ask Kuthos before his mother finds out he's here?
Yes, I should probably make myself scarce.
Especially since I just reached out to her.
She's not necessarily looking for me to be hiding in an animal, but it's not beyond the realm of possibility that she might think about that and start looking there too.
Is there any kind of advice that you would have for how we could play a trick on those who are looking for Zori?
Okay, yeah. How to keep me somewhat safe. A trick is
That's
good.
very clever. Let's see.
Because that is within your realm.
Yes, actually. Find the fiend and kill it. And then Zori's arm is useless.
So the original fiend is who we have to find.
Yes.
That would be a good trick if only we knew where to look.
Oh, in the hells.
We're going to the Nine Hills.
I don't think I'm giving anything away by saying that.
Well,
The
that's
creature is in the hells.
Pretty sure that's a fight for another day.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, haha, I've got to go.
Shit. I hope he didn't get in too much trouble.
I mean,
I hope he gets in just enough trouble.
And Emberheart goes,
I give Emberheart a big hug.
oh, we need to prepare for a trip to the Nine Hells.
Oh, I mean, no.
With a
Before go to
complete
hell.
plane full of creatures that want Zori.
The only way to deal with this is to kill that fiend.
No, it's not necessarily true.
Not the
Oh?
only way.
well,
It's one
going to
here.
the hells, they don't necessarily have to go. If you can find out what the name of that creature is,
We can summon it,
it can be summoned.
and we can
Oh.
kill it here.
Yeah,
We don't think it's that what you wrote down, right?
I don't think so.
Well,
I
we
know the
haven't
names of hundreds of underworld denizens, and that's not like any of them.
So we still have the spiny thing to ask questions to, right?
No,
Could it-
we can't
No.
ask questions because it's got no soul.
Oh,
it-
that's right.
Could these two words be scrambled? Could it be the name of the demon as a riddle or a puzzle?
Scrambled.
Viper?
I suppose that's possible.
So we need to start interrogating some devils?
Well, I'm pretty sure you're gonna encounter more of them. So,
Okay, so curiosity. Kind of knowing what our powers are. We killed the Erinese. We've killed a dragon. We had some help, but we've killed a dragon before. Could we potentially have taken out the amount of things that came at us today?
Probably. The Spinnegons and the Imps are not terribly powerful in and of themselves. Mass damage spells would work just fine.
Mm-hmm.
The Bone Devils are a bit more of a challenge, and the Erinese is definitely a challenge, but really, more of a challenge if there are any men accompanying you. Erinese may not be a word you're familiar with, but succubus, I'm sure, is.
Ah.
Oh, yeah, that's why I was laughing, saying, she miscalculated. She wouldn't have any power over any of you, I don't think.
The circle that I cast when we were fighting her works the other way, too. I can trap them inside.
Oh,
so
yeah.
They can't leave. They have, where they couldn't get into us, if we do it the other way, they can't get out without magical transportation, and even then it's harder for them. So that might help us next time.
Indeed. Or, in addition to the idea of finding its identity and summoning it, eventually it's going to hear about the fact that its ritual completion mortal is still alive and running around the world, and eventually it will arrive to try and complete the ritual.
Is a pit fiend something we can kill?
Challenge rating 20.
Well, there's 4 of us, so we can do that.
Well, that's what challenge rating is based on, is a party of 4.
Right.
So we need to level up is what you're telling us.
At least one more. We've been fighting a lot of stuff lately, so maybe it's coming.
Well, I'll know that they're the ones that are at the top of the power structure in the Hells, and they don't usually show up by themselves. They also tend to have the ability to summon more of their minions should they need them, and their minions have the potential to summon more minions themselves. That's why it's unwise to summon a devil without adequate protection. Yeah, you've seen the circle in my office. Perfected over a couple decades to make absolutely sure total containment and protection.
Well, I don't think we'll be summoning it. I think we'll be figuring out what it does to us. So until then, we just have to be vigilant of things showing up and trying to take Zori.
Rish turns to Ixar.
All right. I will admit, this time you were correct. This was worth missing services for. Told ya. You know I hate it when you do that. Oh no.
I look to the Balmus.
Yeah, Master
Priest,
Tiraura.
right? Yeah, Master Tiraura. Is there any... Can you think of any spells that I would have access to that might be useful?
I would suggest perhaps both a protection from evil and a protection from good spell.
Yes.
Would tend to negate both the unholy and the holy magics involved in the tattoo, or at least help insulate them.
So keeping her on one?
Yeah, probably. I mean, you'd have to keep that spell up for a while.
There are amulets, right, that are protection from good and protection from evil, right?
I don't know. I am unsure. Perhaps on the arcane side, I do not believe. On the holy side, there is. There are the spells. I don't know if there are items.
Right. That's what the circle does. I'm always under it, but it's not one of my auras. That's what I was checking. I don't ever get it as an aura. It's only me. How long? It doesn't last very long, though, I don't think.
Hey,
It's a low
since we're
levels.
here, have you run across Ixar or Tarda a calandral stick and know how to use them or know how to make them?
Oh, I've heard of them. I've never seen one.
We've seen them. They're nasty.
I have seen them too, and unfortunately I know how they're created. For every calandral stick
Yeah, you told
enchanted,
I remember that.
a soul must be sacrificed to fuel the magic.
Right, I forgot.
Yikes.
So every calandral stick you've seen represents
One soul.
a soul pledged to the gods of evil. Against its will, most likely. Ah, that's nasty. That would explain why they can do what they do.
Is there a holy equivalent of that?
I suppose if there was something enchanted by one of our gods and infused with a trifle of their power, it could emulate that, but I have not encountered such an item. Yeah, I don't know if I'd know what it was, even if I had it. The gods of evil have no compunction about spending human lives for their purposes.
Right.
Our gods have strict boundaries for such things that they do
obviously,
not cross.
right. No, obviously, I wouldn't want them to, sacrifice a human to make the thing. But I just was wondering, like, if they have like a little bit of their essence or something like that on standby, like they can make a kind of thing like that. But
The gods are able to create anything they like. I just don't know of them ever doing so.
right.
Yeah, I suppose, an artifact might contain sufficient power, but those sticks are one-shot items. Most artifacts are more perpetual effects.
Mm-hmm.
And this circle doesn't move, so that doesn't help. Well, I think at night we sleep in the mansion and not anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Even
that'll
at
help.
home.
That'll help. Because, yeah. Finding an extra dimensional space is much more difficult than finding something living in the world.
And maybe we should travel incognito so that people don't know where to look for a mansion.
Well, it sounds like you at least have the beginnings of a survival plan. Well, I wish you the best of luck, and I send with you the blessings of Balmus.
Thank you.
He will bless your attempts to defeat any of the evils from the hells.
Thank you. One of the things that... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, and Aribell was just going to tap her sword and say, the temple has already blessed us on our journey.
Just one more thing. I'm so sorry. We were kind of just like tossing around the the chosen one, huh? And so there wouldn't be any myths or folklore or crazy legends that call this into mind, like, you know, like there's no songs that have been sung about this sort of thing ever happening.
Oh, I wouldn't know. Apart from battle chants, I don't pay much attention to music.
Oh, she's not the bard lady.
We can ask Master Ranro.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. They said, didn't they say to ask her about?
At the Song Temple. You're in the Sword Temple.
I don't fucking know. Okay.
We're going to see her and Father Dilvis before we leave, so...
Okay.
All right. Well, this has been fun. This has been entertaining.
Do you have a way to get home?
I do.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you for your help.
Yes, thanks.
Thank you very much.
And I too must return to my responsibilities. But I know you know your way around campus, so I'll leave you to wherever it is you go next. Right. Rish, nice to see you. Glad you appreciated the visit. Till next time.
And he mutters a few words and vanishes.
Maybe next time he'll let me know before he arrives.
No, sorry, that was kind of...
Well, he never has before. I'm just hoping one day. He spends too much time with beings from the lower planes. He forgets his manners.
Interesting.
Anyhow, I wish you all the luck. Balmus bless you.
And she just kind of turns and
Walks out of her own
the
room?
faint shimmering just sort of fizzles out,
We should...
and she leaves her office.
We should probably see Father Delbus before we leave.
Yeah, we need to, just because I clued him in on the conversation that we had. And then also Ranro, apparently.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, about the stories.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, myth, legends, or whatever. But you'd think that they would have said something beforehand. I mean,
Who
well,
knows?
I guess not. Well, I mean, they didn't know that that's... Whatever.
Yeah. Well, regardless, this is a good place to stop.
Okay.
So, lots of interesting information uncovered.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And more to come, hopefully. But we'll do that next time. So, thank you very much for spending your time with us. We really do appreciate it. And we hope that you'll come back and do this again. And let us welcome you back one more time, at least, to the lands of Aecathan. Good night, everybody.
Night.